Just being part of the family, first of all. Being part of the Wilson family, the Wilsons. Like the Jackson 5, we were the Wilsons. My parents sacrificed a lot. Who is Fatima Wilson or Fatima Wilson? Growing up, I grew up in a musical family. From early on, all I can remember is playing pan in the basement. And it was between playing pan or going outside. And half of the time, the playing pan won. My father taught all of us. It was something that was given to us as a gift that we can't that we can't decline.
Today I'm sitting here with my son, my second eldest son, and my daughter, one of my daughters, from 6 children, and 2 of my grandkids out of 12. And we are known as the steel pan family in Montreal because that's what we've been doing for those 50 years. Well, first of all, with the family, we established our own family group, and we introduced it to the communities, the Côte-de-Neige community and the NDG community. And then we took it into the public schools. Today it's in Fatima's hands, and she's doing an excellent job.
I'm not the greatest in French, so I do try my best. When it comes to clients that only speak French, you feel that you're already going to be judged because you're responding, I'm sorry, my French isn't the greatest. Is it okay to speak French? Is it okay to speak English? It's a business, and when they see the art and if they appreciate the art, I don't think they should have a problem that I speak English. To be Dr. Saleh Wilson's daughter? Oof. Oh boy. Just being part of the family, first of all. The Wilson family, the Wilsons. Like the Jackson 5, we were the Wilsons. My dad never stopped letting us know that education is important. Making sure we were the best people that we can be. And also with our music. He was very adamant about that. Made sure that we went to the McGill Conservatory for Music. I wasn't a pan player. When I was younger, I used to call it a baby doctor. It's just something about helping kids and just being part of their lives. I wasn't the greatest in high school. I wasn't the best in math and physics and so on. Kind of took that off the list that, I think that's not going to be something for me anymore. So the next thing that I had, I said, well, I know music. And I know that my father teaches in the schools, and I had to teach a few times. And I said, well, this could be something, and that's that's the history from there. The sweat and tears, lugging all the pans, doing all the shows, the Christmas shows, winter festivals that we used to host, and out of pocket. There was no funding. It was out of pocket. It's a job, right? It's not a 9-to-5 job. There's some times where you're going to be getting gigs every day. And then there's sometimes you're going to get a gig maybe once or twice a week. When you have to charge a certain amount because you know your worth, but that to some, they think it's too much. All I could remember about Carnival at times, unfortunately, is the politics. I mean, you have people enjoying themselves, the costumes and so on. But behind the scenes, I remember my father had the conversations that I heard, they weren't so nice, unfortunately. And if it's about keeping the culture alive, keeping pan alive, and everybody else's, or there's certain people that had a different agenda, he didn't want any part of it.
it's all about a family. The journey is a family itself, you know, and this is life, basic life. The concept of life is really family. My father, he was a mechanic, but I don't know how to change a tire. You know, so I told myself, whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna make sure that I pass it on to my child.
Just trying to keep what my father did, and he wanted it to have an accredited academy, accredited school. So that's my thing that I'm trying to do for him as well. I went back to school as well during COVID to be able to have my degree so that I could be accredited teacher in the schools. As of now, we are in Coronation Elementary, Marymount Academy, Westmount Park, St. Monica, and John Grant. And John Grant is a school for students with learning disabilities. So some of our students, majority of our students there are, nonverbal. They have autism. So it's a different kind of teaching, but this is where I appreciate what I do, because I have a group of students from again, nonverbal with autism, and the amount of music and what they provide and what they produce and to perform, it just blows me away.
Like I said, I grew up in this village, and there was this steel band, and it was the most important thing, you know.
It's a unity, you know. It brought everybody together, no matter how far we are from each other. This is something that we'll always have. I was acknowledged in the Black History Month laureate. It was I was very appreciative of that. And, it's just being able to do this on a regular basis as my job. That's all I can ask for.
Whatever they want to do when they grow up, that's fine.
If I were to ask my grandpa if I wanted to learn the pan, he would jump off out of bed and he would just take me downstairs, and he would teach me a few things, and then we would take a few breaks, and then we would keep it going again.
Grandpa means family to me. He's nice, he's funny, and he's loving. And very peaceful.
I would like to pass on to my children, because that's the next generation. That's who I would like, and I hope that what I did and what I'm doing, it leaves a mark for them. You know, that I'm not just playing an instrument. You know, it's an art, and I hope I showed them something that they're able to continue.
When people hear the name Fatima Wilson, how do you want to be remembered?
A mother that just tried to provide for her children.